And with that, I want to give it to Drew to come in. And Drew, basically, he's one of our developer champions, and he went through that experience, integration experience himself. So he will share more and talk more about his experience and with all of you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Drew Angell. I run a small web development company called Angell, where for the past 20 plus years now, we've been really specializing in PayPal integration. So we got a bit of a unique perspective on the evolution of all the different services that PayPal has offered and been through. We've integrated pretty much every one of them one way or another over the years. So starting with basic copy and paste HTML buttons many years ago, through fast forward to WordPress, WooCommerce became real popular, and we started using that for building websites for people. Found ourselves customizing so much PayPal stuff that we created a plugin, PayPal for WooCommerce. Very original, I know. But that allowed us to basically tie everything into WooCommerce that PayPal provided. And at the time, that consisted of about 9 different payment options that would show up in there for all the different services we had to integrate and make everything available. So then that brings us to a couple years ago now with PayPal Complete Payments. And when that was introduced, we were able to take everything from those legacy APIs, wrap them into one single integration, which greatly simplified everything for us on the development side, maintenance, documentation, helping our customers not be confused about all the different options and how all that works. So that was a great big step. But then the first time as developers, when we really felt kind of one of the major benefits of that is when Fastlane was introduced. And with following this simple upgrade guide, we were able to just go through a few steps. Instead of having to build out a whole new service, a whole new option inside of WooCommerce, another payment gateway, we just went through a few steps, added some components to the existing JavaScripts that we had in there, and within half a day, we were up and running internally in the sandbox playing with Fastlane. So that was a big kind of a relief moment where, hey, now these new features that come, we can just tie them in without all this extra overhead of making that stuff work. And then it was fun to take that, now that we had Fastlane in there, what exactly do we do with it, right? So we had read all the stuff, we'd watched the videos, we understood it ourselves, but it wasn't until I was talking with one of our longtime clients, he'd been with us for a long time, and he had always been very stern on wanting to require a login. So of course, anytime you're building a checkout system, especially inside of WooCommerce, there's an option specifically for guest checkout. You have to make this decision. Do you want to require people to log in order to buy? And of course, if they do, you can save their address info, you can save payment information. Next time they come back, they can check out a lot more quickly, all that good stuff. But when you do that, your conversion rates are going to suffer. You're going to see some abandonment. And then, of course, you have the option to turn on guest checkout. Okay, wonderful. That allows them to get through without creating an account, but now they're filling out forms, now they're filling out payment info, they can't really save it with you, so they have to do that every time. And there again, you're going to see abandonment rates and conversion rates suffer. So I wanted to show this particular client. We got on a demo call, and the first thing I mentioned, again, he was very stern on wanting login. So I said, we're going to go and we're going to turn on guest checkout. And right away, oh no, we can't do that, we can't do that. We've already talked about this. But I said, just give me a minute. Let's play with this. We're in the sandbox. So we turn it on. I go to his checkout page, not logged in, of course. And as you've seen a few times today, I was able to just put in an email, get the OTP, put that in there real quick, filled in all the billing info, had the payment info filled out, hit the button to submit the order, done. On the back end of it, it looked like it was a logged in customer, basically. And he was just kind of dumbfounded and looking at me kind of funny and just said, how did that happen? Where did that come from? And I said, well, that's the power of PayPal. So then we kind of got into that and explained a little bit about how it works and where to go from there. And it was kind of funny, he made that statement, because I had been talking to him for so long. We had seen his conversion rates and his abandonment was kind of high. And he said, this is going to be great for our conversion rates. I said, I know, that's the whole point. So it was really fun. We were just able to get through it really quick following these guides. Awesome job on the developer site, by the way. That thing has come along. The documentation, all the resources on the developer site over the years, recently, really awesome. So that was just one example of, kind of my perspective on feeling the power of PPCP and how that's helping as a developer, and then bringing Fastlane to merchants and seeing that reaction that this one in particular had was just really fun. So I would invite you to do that with your clients, with your merchants, and I think you'll see some of the same reaction as we as developers build this out. I think we're going to see a pretty major change in checkout that's going to be fun over time. So I know there's going to be more breakout sessions. I'm going to be around. I can answer some questions. Obviously, there's a lot of PayPal people here that can help answer any questions about how we're using this and how you might use it for yourself. So I hope to chat with you more. That's all I got for now. Thank you so much.